Hello, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on? It is Spherical here, and we are here today, finally, with the premiere of Demon Slayer Season 2. Kind of, maybe. So, if you guys haven't watched the trailer for Season 2 that came out just a couple days ago, or the promotional reel, it was a 5-minute video concerning this season, definitely check that out. It'll kind of give you guys the information on what's happening. I will kind of briefly describe it for anybody who's too lazy to check, but today we're here for episode number 1 of the Demon Slayer Mugen Train arc, the anime TV version. So of course, the Mugen Train movie came out at the end of last year or earlier this year, if you're not in Japan, and it was awesome. I do want to preface this right away for the remainder of this arc. I will not be spoiling anything that happens for anybody who hasn't watched the movie. Now, I know 99% of you guys have, and you probably should have if you're a fan of the series, but for that 1% that maybe just hasn't watched it for whatever reason, maybe couldn't watch it in your region, and are watching this instead, I want to make sure that nothing is spoiled. So I will not be talking about anything that happens in this arc, even though I've already watched the movie. Now, with that being said, I do plan on watching these first 7 episodes. The first 7 episodes are not a retelling. It's literally just the movie in episodes. I think with like quite a few extra scenes, it said in the trailer. But this episode in particular, episode 1, is a anime original. I think that's what it says in the trailer. And it recounts events that happened just before the movie. So again, this first episode is going to be new material. I'm very excited to get started. And then episodes 2 to 7 will be stuff that was covered in the movie. I'll still be reacting to it. Again, there are going to be some new scenes, and I still want to, I love the movie, and I would love to just rewatch all of that and upload it for you guys. So that's the plan. If you guys are curious, the Entertainment District arc, which is what they're calling the season, the name of the next arc, starts December 5th. Now, it's kind of weird. I'm not sure if that's considered the same season as this, or because I'm trying to think of how long the season's going to be. A lot of people are guessing it might be 2 cores. Does these 7 episodes count towards our total count of season 2, or are these technically 2 different seasons? I'm a little bit confused on that. I think we do know that we have an hour special coming for the first episode of the Entertainment District arc. That I was a little bit confused about too. I didn't know if they meant this would be an hour-long special, or if the first Entertainment District arc would be an hour-long special. But judging by the fact that I'm on the episode and it's 20 some minutes, I'm guessing that episode 8 will be the 1-hour special, or episode 1. Again, you guys know how much I hate this, so just call it season 2, man. But no, jokes aside, I am looking forward to this very much. I'm in particular curious to see if they have any new music for this arc, especially this episode, being that it's all new content, or if it'll just be music that's been played already. I'm just really curious to see what kind of production has gone into these 7 episodes, because again, it is mostly rehashed stuff. I'm assuming, since they haven't said otherwise, it's just straight reusing the scenes from the movie, animation and everything, voice acting. It's not going to be like Dragon Ball Super, where they redid the Dragon Ball Z movies and it was terrible. And yeah, it was terrible. From what I assume, it's just going to be movie, which makes sense, because in my movie review I did say that it felt like episodes that were kind of glued together. It seems like that probably was the case, because I'm assuming this was always supposed to be a season as well. Yeah, very excited for this. I hope you guys are too. If anybody hasn't watched the movie, well, you got an awesome arc to look forward to. And anything else before we start? I don't think so. So with that being said, we are going to jump straight into episode number 1 of season 2 or 1.5, or episode number 1 of the Mugen Train arc. Let's start. I do want to say, I did forget to mention in the discussion, but we did get the opening themes 1 and 2 for this season. I'm curious to see if we're going to see the opening in this episode. My guess is probably not, but we'll see. Okay, so this is on the train. Who's that? Whoa. Okay, we know that this episode's gonna be centered around Rengoku, but I'm curious to see if they're gonna show like the demon side of things too on the train. Credits, yeah, we're not gonna get the opening, I don't think. My man's new music. We're getting new music, I think. Dude, this show looks so good. Like, I know it's been overdone at this point, but God, this shot looks so good. The slasher. So this is the stuff that we just learned at the end of season 1. All right, I'm ready. Who's this? New characters. Something tells me there's gonna be demons. Well, I mean, hey, it is what it is at that point. I love how matter of fact he is. It's just straight to the point. The food. He caught it. You know what? If this is just a food episode, I wouldn't complain. Every anime needs a cooking episode. Please do. I would love to see some beautiful flame breathing this episode, if you don't mind. Does she know that? To keep in mind, demon slayers are not recognized by the public, so they don't know who this guy is. Well, I mean, if you say that, how do you get on? Oh, it's right there. Nice. Good to know. This is. I'll be on my way, good sir. Oh, the music. Oh, the train. Oh. It's gotta be that one, right? All right, let's find this slasher. Interesting. Oh shit, it's time, baby. Let's go. Is that the slasher? He looks like the slasher. That's the guy that we saw at the start of the episode, or the demon. What's up with that shit? Bro, I can't, I need to stop talking about the music, man. Ouch. What is it with the glow? Whoa. I think this might already be the best animated filler episode of all time. I don't know if this is considered filler or anime canon or what this is, but I mean that's why it's called the slasher, I guess. Oh shit. That's probably true. I'd be pretty fucking scared if I were her too. Not the bento vendors. It all comes back to the food, man. I'm telling you, this demon's gotta die. He's gonna. Holy shit. Dude, the visual effects. Damn, he regrew that right away. Who's this demon? Oh, this dude, the CG looks so awesome. Is he gonna zoom? Yep. Here it comes. Zoomies. Jesus Christ. Zoomies. It's not what I expected, but. Oh shit. Yo, that's just yeah, it's a station master. Don't pay him any attention. Grandma! Grandma with the projectile bento! Oh, Jesus. Yo, so, Rengoku, you gotta, oh my god, dude. He's so cool. He's that guy. Wait, don't go for Grandma. This guy's limping. He's gonna get there. He doesn't have to hurry. You're already dead. Dude, that's so cool. Is that his dad? Who is that? Oh yeah, it's the same markings on his sword, right? Same cloak too. It's him, but she knows him. Maybe? No. Twice! Was it him or his dad? He had short hair, it might have just been him. 20 years ago? I don't even know how old Rengoku is. I think we're past that. I don't think that's that big of a problem anymore after you know, what just happened. True. True. Back in service, baby. Back to the train we go. Yo. Dude, I just hope so, man. That'd be crazy if something happened and there was a whole ass arc about this. The true lead into the movie. We know where he got the bento boxes from. This episode was worth it. Oh, the music! Everything! Season 1 leaves off at? It's something I've already seen. Is the station where, It is. Okay. Where's our main characters? Show us! We saw Inosuke and that's it. Inosuke is the main character. How did they actually manage to add meaning to, like, the joke that is his intro? Oh no, it's not it. There's more. Oh, did we get our Taisho thingy again? I forgot about this. All right. To be continued, I think. The credits. Okay. And there we have it. That is our first episode of the Mugen Train arc in Demon Slayer. So again, just to remind you all, everything from this point out, I believe, just right off the bat, will be the movie. Just with extra scenes in the middle. I'm not sure how many there will be, but yeah, this is the only new content that we have. Entirely new content until December 5th. So again, I was looking forward to this episode. Of course, I think it did definitely have a very, how do I put it, a very fillery plot, right? There's not a whole lot you can do with one episode that really is impactful, but they did a lot of cool things that we'll get into. But overall, I very much enjoyed this episode. I think the first thing I always like to talk about with the new season is the quality and the just the feel of how it is compared to the previous seasons. And still, Demon Slayer has managed to keep up its amazing consistency with the presentation, in the animation, in the 3D CGI, the music, in what is basically a filler episode. Like, this looked as good as the movie did, right? Okay, that's maybe a stretch. It didn't have, you know, as crazy of scenes to work with as the movie did, but in a general sense, from a consistency standpoint, and looking at just regular scenes of characters talking and the little bit of action that we did get this episode, this felt like movie quality stuff, which is ridiculous coming from a regular filler episode. So this episode, we met Rengoku for real, because again we saw all the Hashira in season 1. I don't really consider that really meeting them, because we did, like, I mean, you know, Giyu and Shinobu, of course, were like the main 2 Hashira that we got a lot of, but the rest of them, you know, said a couple lines here and there, and that's it. So yeah, introduction to Rengoku, more of his just very straightforward, kind attitude, his love for food, which was very much established in this episode, and his well, just how awesome he is, right? I think that's the thing that we've seen from this episode, and that we'll see throughout the arc, is just how cool he is. Like, dude, flame breathing, man, it's just awesome. Like I said, I love any time a studio gets to get a little bit, you know, a little bit freaky with its fire animation, and Demon Slayer definitely does that. So, you know, we had a brief fight with the Slasher, who is a demon that was introduced in this episode and died in this episode. Who I do want to say is actually, he was a pretty strong demon. I mean, I think the best way to really gauge how powerful demons are in this series is just by how much they can regenerate and how fast they can regenerate. This guy regrew both of his limbs like pretty quickly, which is something that not a lot of demons have really, like, the speed at which he did it was pretty fast. So I'm assuming there's a pretty strong, again, it's hard to say because Rengoku made it look like a piece of cake, right? But if this guy were to go up against like Tanjiro, what would the fight have looked like? You know, that's kind of what I'm wondering. So the Mugen Train. We've learned through this episode that the Mugen Train was a train that was kind of out of service for a little bit, had to go through maintenance, and we have this demon on it again called the Slasher, who you know, kind of lives through rumors as demons do, but we did get the reports of 40 people killed on the train, which we got at the end of season 1, and it would seem that the demon that inflicted those casualties was not the Slasher and is a demon that is yet to be seen. But yeah, the entire presentation of the Mugen Train was really cool, especially as somebody who has seen the movie. I love how epic they made this train, right? It's, I don't know, I was excited when we saw it for the first time in this episode. What else? So we met some new characters, these just, you know, bento shop owners, grandma, daughter. They're cool. We did get a little bit of a lead into Rengoku's father, which we haven't seen him yet in the anime. Now we'll learn about him a little bit in the arc, but this is the first time he's been mentioned in kind of the chronological order of things, I guess you could say. You know, he was a demon slayer. He saved this girl 20 years ago. And now we see Rengoku kind of following in those same steps. I thought that was a really cool scene. The way it I don't know, the way it turned to gray and like it went back and forth between his father and him. That was really, really cool. I really, really liked that. And yeah, just overall, I think this episode, it was like probably a 5 or a 6 out of 10 plot wise, but just it had a lot of cool tidbits in there that make the rest of the arc cooler, right? The presentation of the Mugen Train, just a little bit more character development for Rengoku himself. Again, the awesome music. So this episode, I'm pretty sure was almost entirely had its own music that we haven't seen in the anime before. So I am very curious now with episodes 2 to 7. Are we going to have more new music? Are they going to change the music in certain scenes? Are they going to mess with that a bit? I always love to kind of pay attention to that. But yeah, the music was awesome. I very much enjoyed it. And yeah, like I said, 5, 6 out of 10 maybe in terms of the plot, but still very, very enjoyable and a very, very cool lead in to the main arc. So we didn't get the opening or the ending. Again, like I said, a little bit of the opening theme, which is by Lisa, played in the trailer. By the way, I do want to get this out of the way. The opening theme for the Entertainment District arc, best opening of 2022. And I can say that without even having seen the opening yet, and without it even being 22 yet, because the short, like 20 seconds we got of the song, that was an absolute banger by Aimer, who's doing the second opening. But yeah, Lisa's doing the first opening and ending. So we'll probably get that next episode. It'll only be, yeah, I guess it would only be around for 6 episodes. So that kind of sucks, but looking forward to that. And yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. Not too much to really mention. I'm very much looking forward to these next 6 episodes. If any of you guys are, kind of skipping by, feel free to zone out of these reactions. I personally don't expect anything meaningful. I know there is added scenes, but from what again, keep in mind, I read the manga arc because I was spoiled for the movie. And the movie adapted the manga like 1-to-1. There wasn't anything skipped over from what I remember. So I don't know what they will be adding, but I don't see it being very much, if anything, really. So, I don't know how important these episodes are going to be to watch over. Again, I'm just doing it because I want to. So, if you guys are going to be skipping over those reactions, I will see you guys all in a couple months with the beginning of the Entertainment District arc. But, with that being said, I'm going to leave this off here. So, as always, thank you guys for watching. Early access, full length. That's down on patreon.com/SphericalFilms. And with that out of the way, I'll talk to you guys all next week with episode number 2 of the Mugen Train arc of Demon Slayer. Until then, peace out.